minute chart, it never pretends. Pull the trigger, my heart beats fast. Every second, the future's the past. One shot, don't ask me why. It's scalp or die. It's scalp or die. Oh, scalp or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hedge. Scalp or die, the thrills my high. Win or lose, I kiss the sky. The screen's glowing, it's 3 a.m. Charts are moving, I'm chasing them. Candle whispers, they speak in flames. Risk is the devil, but I play his game. Quick moves, no time to cry. It's scalp or die, it's scalp or die. Scalp or die, I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hedge. Scalp or die, the thrills my high. Win or lose, I kiss the sky. Green and red, they're my only friends. 1 minute chart, it never pretends. Pull the trigger, my heart beats fast. Every second, the future's the past. One shot, don't ask me why. It's scalp or die. It's scalp or die. Oh, scalp or die. I'm living on the edge. Every tick, every breath I hedge. Scalp or die, the thrills my high. Win or lose, I kiss the sky.
Dots on the screen like disco lights, flicker and shine in the heat of the night. I got the moves, I got the groove. Trade the dots and watch me improve. Yeah. Trade the dots, hit the spots, fund the prop, make it pop. Money, money, money. Oh, it's hot. Trade the dots, yeah, trade the dots. Spin that chart like a DJ wheel, up and down, it's a funky deal. Risk is a dance, it's a balancing act, but I'm moonwalking on this market track. Yeah. Fingers snapping, numbers tapping, groove keeps flowing, never napping.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Stacy's got a question. What does the fill say in the indicator? Are you asking about what this box is doing? Is that the question? The range box? Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? What's going on? Very quiet night in NASDAQ, but gold actually is kind of moving around. So let me explain to you what this box does, why it's so valuable, and it's actually been super, super. The orange fill. Orange fill means no trade. Green fill means trade. So let me show you how this would work on a replay. If I was going to go into replay, right, what you're going to see here is orange fill, orange fill, orange fill. Oops, now we start getting green fill, and you got a trigger, the A trigger, okay? A trade trigger. If I go slowly, oops, more green fill and a possible sell, okay? When it turns green, that means the range is wide enough. In this particular instance, we're defining it as 10 basis points, about 25 points for a $25,000 product. Then we're able to trade. Same idea on gold. See, gold has a green box, means that there are possible trades within that green box. There's one over here, right? And as we keep going, there's more over here, which we took. Then there's more over here, which we took. And then I actually, took this trade even though I shouldn't have. And now there may be more trades here. So the green box, it basically tells you that, oh yeah, here's the trade. We took this trade over here. I think, was that the trade that I just took? No, it was, let me see. It was earlier. The trade was actually over here, whatever. I took the trade a little bit earlier. The point being is that this is a very, very good filter for making sure that we only take trades when we have a reasonable chance of making bank. If you just look at gold, remember, these are all pre-configured. These on the assumption that it can only be tradable within a green zone. Green zone in this case, 10 basis points is about $4, right? It's 10 basis points. It's just like 1/1000th of the underlying. So it's very easy to calculate. Gold is 4,000. You need 4 points of range. NASDAQ is 25,000. You need 25 points of range. Because remember, we're trying to just make 1 point, and we need a range to be wide enough where we have a reasonable chance that 1 point is not the majority of the range. It's actually 20% of the range. So we have confidence that if the range is that wide, we could extend, we could continue our trading. Black Mamba, you need to delete and reinstall. Okay, everything has been updated. You just have the old version. Just delete what you have, reinstall. You'll get the latest version. That's how you update it. Okay. So, anyways, like if you look at gold, if we just look at gold signals since just 7 o'clock, right? Winner, loser, winner, winner, loser. So 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2. Okay, not bad. 5-2 since 7 o'clock on this. And gold is by far the most difficult one to trade. This one, 34. This one looks like it's a winner. So it's 6-3, 7-3 for sure over here. And now 8-3, 9-3, 10-3, 11-3. So it when you have the winning, especially in a relatively decent trend, it just comes in, boom, 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 all hits. What's really cool about this is if you look at NASDAQ, which has been a very, very quiet trade all day long, right? And if I were to look at NASDAQ, it had very few trades, but all those trades, I mean, first of all, there's like literally no trades between 3 and 4, just not enough volatility. But this trade was a winner. Then this trade was a winner. Then this trade was a winner. This trade was a winner. This trade was, so it's like 5, 6, 7. I think this is the only one that was a loser. 7-1, 8-1, 9-1. So it's 9-1, which is an amazing ratio because, you know, we need 3-1 to break even. In a perfect world, I'm trying to go for 7-1, but, you know, anything above, you know, 5-1. Sorry, guys. Oh. Sorry. Anything within, you know, 5-1 or better is really, really good. And this was 9-1 in NASDAQ because it avoided a whole bunch of low volatility, low probability trades. That's what makes it so good. Okay. Black Mamba, were you able to update your indicator? Here is a general version of the dots, which has not been fully updated. I'm going to update it with the range indicator and everything else in the next PDF, and then you guys will be able to download it there. So here we go. We have a green range basis. Listen, like the chart turns green, which means now we should be prepared for possible trade signals, right? Which is very cool. If we go to gold, gold has been green for a while. Might have some trade signals here. Let's go to gold. So gold is definitely a legit trade signal here. It's kind of giving up the highs and trying to do liquidation. Gold is by far much more volatile than NASDAQ today, so it could be a good trade. We're going to trade that in our well charts. I just sent the latest code to well charts, so hopefully they'll be able to update it, and you guys will have the range basis on well charts as well. Okay. All right, good job. Who's been trading with the range indicator? Have you guys enjoyed it? By the way, is everybody enjoying my Apex swag? Okay. We're going to try and trade this. See if we can get the move. It's a big, big move to the downside. Let's see if we can get a little bit of extension. I'm going to move it up. See if I can get a hit. There we go. Third trade in a row. So just to show you, I'm rotating accounts, right? I'm rotating accounts. It's the 14 account, winner. 18 account, winner. 19 account, winner, right? We're just going to rotate accounts all day long in gold using the range indicator as our trade function. Good morning, everybody. Everybody's like slow poking today, man. Everybody's crawling into the room. I feel like ahead of FOMC, people are just kind of, you know, twiddling their thumbs, not doing much. Oh, shoot, we missed that. It's fine. You know, it's actually good that we missed this trade. I don't know. Would have made it? No. Oh, no. This is where I'm in gold. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm in gold. Watching NASDAQ. NASDAQ, the range kind of contracted on us. Would I have taken this trade? You know, for shits and giggles, you could. But if we're going to stay sort of true to the idea that we want to trade range, let's give the range a little bit more room to expand if we can trade. Am I coming in just before the close on the really long bars as well? Well, yeah, but they're not that long. I mean, you know, it's not a not like, it wasn't like a huge volatility bar. That bar, you know, the gold bar. I mean, what was it? It was 23. It was like 4 points. You know, not really horrendous. I think if the bar is like 5 points or less, it's fine. Obviously, with a 3-point stop, you know, you don't want it to be any more than that. I guess, like, I'm just thinking, if we're using like a 40 points, you know, 40-point filter on NASDAQ against a 15-point stop, which is like 30, like 2.5 times. 2.5 times it's $6 stop. I guess we could go to $6 stop on gold. Leads, it's just delete BFF and reapply it, and you'll get the range indicator. The range indicator, it automatically updates, okay? And it will automatically create a range for you. My default setting for ranges over here, and everything, by the way, has been really nice. You see, all of this stuff has been updated like up front here, so you can configure all the volatility settings right up front. 10 period look back. The candle mode, which is like the volatility of candle, is in tick mode, and I give myself 40 points for NASDAQ. For range, which is the really important part, you can choose, do you want to color the range in ticks or basis points? I use basis points because that way it's consistent across instruments. And so I choose basis points, and I choose minimum range to trade as 10 basis points. And that means it will color the range green when the range itself is 10 basis points or larger, you know. So it makes it very, very easy to trade. Right now, the whole market is incredibly slow and compressed, and there's very, very little activity in NASDAQ, as you can see, because the range is not even green. Gold, on the other hand, is a better instrument, which is why we've been trading gold, because gold has been consistently in the green range, meaning that there's enough volatility in gold for us to make money on any continuity trades. Daniel, how do you get the range indicator? It's available only with my coaching. So I'm gonna put the coaching link in here. You can join us. You get 6 months of coaching, plus the indicator, plus the joy of my company, right then and there. Okay. Plus, I will buy you free Apex accounts. I will give you money back, which allows you to buy. Right now, you probably will be able to buy just 1 or 2 Apex accounts, but when they go on a really, really deep discount, you can use that money to buy as many as 5 free Apex accounts with my coaching. So it's a really good deal. It's a really, really good deal. Come join us, and you get the full access to everything that we do. Plus, you get the mug. So everybody clear on the kind of the green means go, orange means no. It really, really keeps you in the game. And of course, this is pre-programmed to, if you look at my settings, A setup requires minimum range, right? I click this off, so that means I'm only going to get A signals if the minimum range logic is met, if that condition is met. It's like right now, NASDAQ's got nothing. It's super, super tight, super close. Not much going on over here. Everybody clear on all of this? We vibing it? So we got 15 minutes, 10 minutes to the open. We're not going to do anything until the open. On gold, we'll try to see if there's any possibilities. Miguel, you like it, right? I mean, I think it's really, Miguel wrote me saying he really liked the indicator. I think it's like instinctually really good. It's a visual, and the very fact that it kind of flashes green, it's super easy to be able to read, you know, if you should be in the market. It's basically, should I trade or should I not trade? Should I be in the market or should I not be in the market? It's a great, great little filter for doing that. And as I said, 9-1 overnight. So 9 winners to just 1 loser overnight if you were taking it in NASDAQ. I didn't even count the gold because gold had a lot of signals. Yeah, it's correct. It doesn't matter whether it's a seller or buy, because we're looking for volatility. This tells you there's enough volatility to trade. It's it's a broad volatility index, not anything specific to the buy or sell side. We're not, if you want to trade a trend only, right now you'd only be taking the sell trades. But I'm always trading both sides of the trend. What's really cool about this is, of course, I'm already thinking about the next thing. Is what if the range sucks, right? What if the range sucks? Then you could literally create a completely different strategy. Like, let's say if the range was orange all the way through. If the range is orange, then you're just buying the pull away trades or selling you're selling the whites, you're buying the purples in an orange range. Right now, eventually it's going to get blown up. But if you keep doing that, you're assured tremendous amount of your NAS is green. Well, maybe my NAS is green too now. Nope. Oh, because probably your NAS setting is probably wrong. Watch my NAS setting. My setting is for the range. Okay. Where's my volatility? What happened here? Where's my volatility settings? Oh, I'm in replay mode. Okay. I was like, what's wrong here? Okay, I'm like, this is wrong. Okay, here's my volatility settings. So you can see my volatility settings is basis points 10. Okay, I'm selecting basis points and I'm selecting 10. That's what you want as a range setting. NQ is green if you select 20 candles. Well, I'm not selecting 20 candles. I'm selecting 10. If you guys change the settings, of course, your settings are going to be green. I'm giving you default settings. If your settings are different from mine, then you are just changing the settings. It's fine. But like if I were to simply set this to 20, like Miguel says, probably it's going to go green, right? Let's see. Why does it go green? Naturally, it's going to go green because it's going back to the highest high and the lowest low. But ask yourself, why would you be interested in a highest high and lowest low that hasn't occurred in the last 10 candles? This is like basing basing your dressing patterns based upon weather 5 weeks ago, right? 5 weeks ago it was sunny. You're like, oh, I'm going to go out in shorts. That's the stupidest thing in the world. 10 is just the absolute maximum, in my opinion, on the history that you want to go back to, because you are looking for the most immediate range. This is all about what's happening now. You need the latest intelligence in the nearest possible manner. That's why it has no derivatives, pure price action, and the least amount of historical data, because you're trying to gather the closest data. Yes, it keeps us closest to the amount. Scalping should be based on all recent candles, keeps us closer to the current move. Correct. Right. Now, if we were trading long-term conditional stuff, yeah, that's completely different. But we're in the business of now. We're in the business of right now. Okay, let's see if gold, I think gold has kind of died out a little bit. Did it go? No, gold is actually still green, a little choppy. And I'll be honest with you, I think gold may be, because gold is so choppy, I probably would set the gold setting to a little bit more than 10 basis points. I think I would probably put the gold at like 12 basis points. Because I think it's just a little too choppy. Or another possibility, the other good thing about how flexible this is, you can just set this to 50 ticks, right? Let's say we set it to ticks, and we set it to 50 ticks. $5. This still gives you a little bit of false signals, but gold is going to just give you, by definition, more false signals than NASDAQ, because it's just more. This is why we rotate on gold so much. It's a sell signal in gold, by the way, right now, with 22 seconds left. So we're going to try and trade it in this particular account. Let's see what happens. Nine seconds, 7 seconds. Are we going to hold a dot? Nope. Dot does not hold. Not a sell. Even though that would have worked, it doesn't matter. We don't make exceptions, but that is for every trade that triggers, there's probably 2 or 3 that are good ones that don't trigger. But it is that's the beauty of this setup. All right, we're like 2 minutes away from the open. I actually want to hang on a second. I want to change this to. We're going to look at this in basis points, tens. No signal now because we know we're obviously in front of the market, so no trade. I'll be right back, guys. Just gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Market opening up in 3 minutes. Guys, I'll be right there. I just got to do a couple of things. I'll be right All right, I'm back. Sorry, a little bit of an emergency meeting. Okay, NASDAQ. Do we take this trade? It's market open, so I don't love taking this trade. We're probably not going to take a trade because it can be a rip and dip, but it is a legit trade in the sense that it's a oh no, this is saying 50 ticks. You see how the table actually expresses the value? We need to change the settings to basis points, and then it'll be fine. Wait, why is it not changing? Oh, here it is. 10 basis points, and it's moving. Okay. Yes, we entered the trade at the close of the second dot. It's a 2-dot formation. We can read it in the PDF that I just uploaded. All right. It's a rip and dip as I thought it would be. So we just, it would have worked. In other words, we could have bought it and it would have worked, but it doesn't matter. We don't trade that on the open. You don't have the green range. I'm pretty sure you set all your settings as yours, but I don't know. You gotta send me a screenshot of what you have as a settings and what you set up. It should say BFF Dots only range zone up here. That's the BFF Dots only range zone. Okay, that should be the latest one. All right, we're going right back down. It's a rip and dip. And now we're kind of dipping to the downside. So we're going to see if we can try and trade this one to the downside if the red A holds. 36 seconds left. This candle looks huge, but it's actually, only 25 points large. It's not like it's a huge candle. All right, we'll see let's see if this candle holds. First and foremost, 22 seconds left on the clock. All right, sure. Boom, boom. That was super fast. That was 85 to 80, boom, boom, in less than a second because it was just a sweep to the downside. If you took it, you got it. If you came in late, you still got it because it drops down. All right, everybody good on that? Let's go see what gold is doing. Gold is really popping. I missed the gold trade obviously because I was focusing on NAS, but gold is clearly in a green rectangle or a green range. So now we just simply wait patiently, see if we can get a buy signal in gold. Unfortunately, we missed this double green move over here, and now it's just all greens, to the upside. I mean, if you're aggressive and you start using the range in a very creative way, you could absolutely, as long as the range stays green, you could probably trade the green dots on a continuity basis. Because what this is just designed to do is tell you that there's a strong possibility of continuity. Green means continuity, orange means discontinuity, or what's the word? Chop, right? If orange means chop and green means continuity, then any kind of a green dot candle within a green environment should be productive, and you could probably trade it to the upside as a super aggressive strategy. Everybody understand what I'm saying? You guys following me on the flow here? It just opens up a world of possibilities for anybody who wants to trade this on a more aggressive proprietary basis. There's just a whole bunch of setups you could do. I mean, look at this. It's just proving my point, right? Green zone, just A's. Okay, this is a massive A. Definitely a big chase on the gold side. We're actually going to go to the gold account, and we'll see if this is 44 seconds left on a candle, so it's got to really hold. I'm not holding my breath. This is a huge expansion. We went from 420 to 435, 15-point move in 5 minutes. That's a big gold sweep. That's a lot of buyers. And now they're taking it a little bit of a correction, as is expected. Is this better light or worse light? No, this is really horrible light, right? You need this on me to see me. How about this? Do we need this or no? I'll be like a Hollywood movie star preening. Do I look better here or do I look better there? No, it's mainly I just want to make sure you guys see me sharply, but not like that I'm completely whited out. Orange is range, basically. Orange is chop. If you think, it's like it's orange beef, orange chicken. My favorite Chinese dish, by the way, is orange chicken. That's the good side? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Explain why I don't trade B sit-ups? Because I don't want to. I swear to God. It's gonna, I just, what's the most important thing I teach you guys? Or at least I try to teach you. Trade what you like, all right? Trade what you like. If you trade what you like, you will succeed. If you trade what you're forced to, you'll fucking fail. There's 100 different ways to make money in the market, right? I like trading momentum. I don't like trading retraces. Dacal Orange. Oh my God. The greatest. Okay, now I gotta Google. Now we have to talk the best Chinese food. Where is this? Oh God, Kay dragged me to this place in Chinatown. It was the best. Hang on. Peking duck. Chinatown? What the fuck is it called? Peking Duck House. Okay, this is it. All right, so if you guys are ever in New York and you want like the best Peking duck, and trust me, my Chinese partner dragged me to it, so it's good. It's at 28 Mott Street, okay? But if you want the best arbitrage, because this place is always mobbed downtown, they have two locations. So let me see if they have the website. Midtown. This is the one you want. This is the arbitrage. Not only is like the greatest food ever. I mean, not only the greatest, Peking duck ever, but just like amazingly good, 100 times better than any Chinese food you've ever had on their menu. And they're at Midtown. So it's nowhere near as busy at East 53rd Street. If you're a tourist and you want great Chinese food in New York, this is where you go. You nail it down. And because everybody flocks to Chinatown downtown, but nobody knows about this. The exact same place. The owners have them both. This is the place. This is by far more important than any trading I show you, because it is truly, truly great stuff. I'm just kidding, but it's that time of the year. New York is just mobbed, by the way. It's just ridiculous. I don't even bother. We went to Koreatown, which is like around 32nd Street, on Sunday before a movie to just get food. My wife was at 42nd Street. She literally could not walk down from 42nd to 32nd. It took her like half hour just to walk in, because it was just that kind of insanity of tourists. Yes, Flushing is great, but I'm trying to be tourist friendly. Flushing, it takes you got to be a true New Yorker to go to Flushing, which is so far away. All right, we gotta buy. Fuck, I'm late. Shit, I'm talking. I'm late. Oh, we're done. Thank you. We got another buy. You see that range? A breakout buy. Boom. Nice job, guys. Nice job. We talked Chinese, and I still managed to make bank. Yes, Flushing is great. But if you're in New York, like, and you want really, really great Chinese food, you go with a family because, like, you know, you can order the whole duck for the family. It's going to burn your wallet, but not that badly. Not, you know, not compared to some of the other places in New York. And I don't even like Chinese food. Like, that is like one of my least favorite cuisines. And I love this place. The other absolutely great cuisine, completely underrated. Oh yeah, yeah. We could certainly make beep and a sound. I just all of this. They're all conditioned to have an alarm, guys. I just don't set the alarms. Look. We can easily set the alarms if you go in here. Right, look, add alert to BFF. Right. Um, you can close. You can close over here. A setup buy alert, A setup sell alert, B setup buy alert. All of these alerts are all built into the indicator. I just don't use them because, like, you know, I don't want to be annoyed with alerts. And you know, the whole point is I'm teaching you guys the setup, right? You're not here to copy trade me. You're here to kind of understand the setup. Everybody who's successfully trading with me right now is watching their own charts. Don't watch my charts. I'm just narrating the charts, right? They're watching their own charts, and while I'm yapping, they're setting up the trade because they already know. I'm teaching you the setup. You know, you go fishing, my friend. I give you the rod and the what is that? The bait, whatever the fuck it is in fishing. God knows. You can take a city boy out of the city. You can't take the city out of the boy. I couldn't survive in the country for a day unless it had takeout and a 4-star hotel. But anyways, you get the idea. Let's see. Oh, all right. As long as we're on restaurant recommendations for the Christmas season and you're a New York tourist. No setup here because we need a second dot anyways, so nothing much going on over here. On gold, gold has a setup here. All right, let's watch gold. So gold is a secondary setup here. Let's go to, okay, we haven't traded this account yet. Let's trade this account. So it's gonna be a buy if this thing holds a dot over here. 19 seconds left. If the dot stays, we're going to get long here on gold. 10:30, 10 tick profit, 30 tick stop, 6, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Long. All right, we're long gold. 33.9 is a target. Actually, it should be like 33.8. We'll just come down a little bit because we're off the thing. Let's see if it works. Maybe the first trade of the day that doesn't, but totally legit trade. Within range, I believe. Let me just double check that it's within range. Yeah, it's an A range. Gold is just, you know, this is the thing about gold. You have to be absolutely, gold is going to be a lower probability trade because it's just such a fucking up and down, rip around trade. It's really going to yank your chain up and down. And you just have to stay patient with it and just, you know, expect to be 4151 instead of 6171 as you would with NASDAQ. What am I in? 22? We're done. All right. So it really took us, stretched us out, but we got done, and we keep our track record of continuity here. So we're gonna go. This is the last. This is last account before we restart the rotation again. We're just gonna rotate it out, rotate it out, rotate it out. That's the game plan. What's the win rate in NASDAQ? Well, I told you overnight it was 9-1, but you know I'm really hope for like 7-1. But obviously, there are going to be days where it's going to be, you know, 4-1, 5-1, maybe sometimes 3-1. You know, where you break even. You could be 6-2, you could be 7-2 on a couple of days. It's just, you know, the great thing is the range filter has just completely taken out as many bad trades as possible. Even in gold here, you see this was a bad. This is the only bad trade over the last. Even if you look at gold here just on a sample basis, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because this went down over here. 6. This got stuffed completely. So 6-1, 7-1. Gold was 7-1. But let's degrade that. Let's make it, you know, 6-1. Oh, by the way, gold, another possible signal here on the A side. Let me just see if NASDAQ has anything. No, NASDAQ has no signals. Okay, let's watch gold. Let's see if gold wants to give us another signal. If this becomes a dot, we're going to go long again, but it's not. All right. So gold is kind of exhausting itself at this 433 level, which is fine. So, you know, again, these are idealized numbers, and then you obviously have real numbers, which are going to be worse. But whatever they are, they're positive expectancy. You know, you're basically running a positive portfolio. That's what you want. Just, you know, nice, clean, positive portfolio, as long as you keep your sanity alive. And sorry, I want to go over here. And, you know, don't get too large. You're moving towards your target. That's the game plan. That's the game plan. Who's new in the room here today? Who's never traded prop, or who's like, actually, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. I'm actually curious. Let's do a poll here. Where are we at? Let's do poll. I have traded prop. Yes or no? Answer my poll. I've traded prop. And I'm talking about retail prop, obviously. Let's see what you guys tell me. Just yes or no. We'll get to the success part later. Oh, wow. All right, cool. Coolio, coolio, coolio. Interesting. Okay. Traded prop with no success? Well, then, my friend, you need to join my coaching, because we beat prop all day long. I think, like, what's the numbers? Like up to 80% of everybody who's in coaching has passed the prop test at this point, which is 75% better than regular retail trades. Only 5% of retail traders pass them. So we really try to give you the tools and the strategy to help you do that. Like, as you can see, these are all, by the way, these are all funded accounts. Every one of these guys are funded accounts. I'm actually probably going to get new eval accounts just to add them. And we're gonna do two things. Oh, you know what? Oh man, I wonder if tomorrow's FOMC, right? Tomorrow's FOMC. Oh, should we buy a few? Let's buy a few accounts. This 9th. Oh, they're expiring today. I was going to say we could buy a few accounts and trade FOMC on, like, win one, lose one basis. I think I'm going to do it. We're going to buy a couple of prop accounts and then trade in front of FOMC tomorrow, and just see if we can bank a few evals in one trade, which will be awesome. Not that much going on, but we are in the green zone here. And I don't expect much to go on today, guys. The markets are in no mood to really pick direction ahead of Fed. They kind of want to hear what the Fed wants to say, because I think not only is the FOMC meeting important for this week, but it's important for kind of like setting the tone for 2026. Is the Fed thinking that inflationary pressures are greater pressures than growth pressures? I don't know. I think, like everybody else, I am feeling inflation, and if I'm feeling inflation, everybody else must be feeling it, because I never pay attention to prices. But it is shocking at people are pointing out to me, and it's very true, that if you think back to 2000, literally everything that you pay for is double the price. Literally everything. Like, my favorite measure is the let me see if I can find you a picture of this. Like, this is actually truly the measure, because I actually know what the price was. Let me see. Zabar's bagel, lox and cream cheese image. Let's see if we can find it. All right, this is pretty good. This is H&H. This is not a Zabar's. Where's the Zabar's? Here's the Zabar's bagel. Okay, so this is the Zabar's bagel. This is the classic Zabar's bagel. 2000, this was $6.50, and now it's 13. Like, if you want the perfect example of inflationary pressures, this is it. It's totally it. And I think it's indicative of everything else. Yes, gasoline is definitely, gas and eggs and all of that are going on, but like services, I think, are all just still. It's you can clearly see that I think a bigger chunk of purchasing power keeps cutting away. And that's the reason I bring that up, is because, is the Fed going to recognize that, or is the Fed going to say, screw it, we don't care, we're going to hold rates steady? Let's see if we can. The news here coming up. What do we got? 5-10 minutes. Jolts. We'll see if the jolts. It'd be interesting to see, actually. It was shocking how good the weekly jobless claims were. See, even ADP weekly flipped to positive. So maybe there's light at the end of the tunnel here. We'll see if it's positive growth. In Germany, it's 8 euros. You said your neighbors works for Eli's Bakery? That's cute. Oh, another tourist tip. I'm like full of tourist tips since this Christmas season, if people are coming to New York. So one of the best bagel shops in New York is called Essen Bagel, and it's usually downtown. Sometimes it's hard to find. It's really, really crowded. But they just opened up a branch literally next to Madison Square Garden. There's like this really beautiful little pedestrian mall right next to Madison Square Garden, and they just opened up a whole big branch. So if you want a great bagel, it's like tourist central. If you're going to be in Midtown Manhattan, easiest place to get it. And it's not that busy, because it's not as well-known location. So I'm arbitraging all the locations for you guys today. Possible A setup on this. This is going to be tough. Do we want to take the bite? We'll take the bite. If this gives me a a sell signal, we got 5 minutes to jolts. But generally, we really don't want to front the news. But what the hell? If I get a setup, we'll take it. $13, 14 seconds left. Doesn't look like we get a setup. No setup. But range remains pretty wild, pretty wide. So post jolts, maybe we'll get a little bit of a move. We'll see how it goes. Oh, really? Brooklyn Boy says he's going to be doing earn one, burn one on jolts. Let's see. I'm shocked if jolts. This is going to be interesting to see. Tell us how it goes. I don't think this is a big volatility event, but what he's doing is basically he's betting on the fact that there will be big movement one way or the other. If he's right, one of those accounts is going to get funded. The other one is just going to get burnt out on a margin call. It's a great strategy for high volatility days. And Apex is one of the few prop firms that doesn't give a shit. They let you do it because they're really lax with their evaluation tests, and then are much harder on passing. And that's the trick. Is you have really bad habits when you want to try to pass the test, but then you have to become like a really serious student of trading if you want to get paid out, which I think is kind of fair. That's how life works, You can play, but then if you really want to get serious in life, you got to do the work. So we'll see if it works out. That's correct. That's exactly what I'm saying, Brooklyn Boy. I'm saying it's only good for evals, but it's definitely great for evals. It's a lot of fun. I'm not taking this trade, guys, because we literally got 2 minutes in front of the news. And I'm like Brooklyn Boy. This is a funded account, so I don't play roulette with my funded account. What do we got? 2 more minutes to. We got about 3 minutes. 9:57:15. By the way, you know what's cool about TradingView? Let me show you this. I know this is stupid, but I actually really like this. Like, it has the clock at the bottom of the chart, which neither fucking Apple nor Windows have. Like, they don't have the, let me give you a hour, minute, second countdown clock. The world's easiest, stupidest functionality. Somehow, both operating systems make it incredibly difficult. So I really like the fact that TradingView has like a countdown clock, and you know exactly what time it is, especially for ahead of news. So you know how to stand down from the news. But that is my pet peeve. Let's see what the answers are on the prop side. 73%. Okay, so fully 3/4. But the quarter of the people who's never traded prop, guys, this is what it's all about. This is what's fun. This is why you're coming in to watch my stream. You're watching me trade my live prop accounts. If you're interested in like getting serious about it, or even just quasi-serious, just curious, you can always join me at coaching over here. Let me put the link for coaching, and I'll actually buy you some free prop accounts as part of the join, part of your welcome wagon. You don't even have to buy prop accounts. I'll give you money to do that, and then you can play. You can trade around and really learn the markets. Learn the markets without any risk, aside from your evaluation fee, which is not really a risk. It's a predetermined price. It's really cool. All right, we got 45 seconds to the to the event. Let's flip over to the calendar. Let's see what they want to do on the jolts. So jolts, market looking at 7.2. Previous was 7.227. You watch? Okay, cool. Okay, Paul. Let's see what the numbers are. Calm down. Huh. Oh, here we go. 0.3 leading index against 0.5. Jolt quits was 3.2. A little bit higher quits, so it's sort of a higher number. Reported previously at 767, 658. Just marginal. I don't see any big movements, but there's a buy signal on the jolts. Let's go buy this. Okay, buy. I'm in the trade. Let's see if it's going to work. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, just so close. At 37. Nah, it's not going to work. It's going to come back down. That's gonna fail. Just too hot, too much post event. Not enough follow through here. Just missed my target, but it's fine. Trying to see if gold has any signals, but no, it doesn't. And I'm gonna get out of this trade flat. It's probably gonna go to target, which it probably does. Hopefully, those of you guys who held, good for you. Yeah, look at that, it goes to target. I just had no patience on this thing. Good for you guys. You guys made money. I flattened out, which is fine. Wow, look at that move. Look at that move. Nice, nice. Hopefully you guys held on to. No. What gave you that idea, my friend? My stops and targets are 5.15. Okay, they're fixed. I am completely fixed. Wow, look at this pop, guys, man. Holy cow. Nice move there, guys. They're 5.15. Okay, so and on gold it's 1.3. That's all you do. So there's nothing. No. It's a fixed R&R. Okay. Hey, Brooklyn boy, did that work out for you? Like one of these things ripped, right? Eventually, or did you get like whipped out on both of them? Yeah, I'm trading five target, 15 stop. To be determined. Okay. Let's see if there's any signals on gold. Gold is in the green zone, but no signals for us. But we actually, you know, this was a scratch trade, but every other trade was a winning trade, so it's really pretty good. I can't complain right now. Okay. Okay. All right, bear with me just one sec, guys. I'm just doing something different here. Okay. No signals in gold. NASDAQ blew up. As expected, very quiet day today. We're not trading tomorrow morning precisely for this reason, because it's going to be just nothing burger until FOMC, you know, finds its ground. But you know, here's while we're kind of putzing around, you know, waiting for setups. Here's what I want you guys to consider. I'm going to take off all of these trades. So you guys, we're going to go trading. I'm going to take off the execution mark, so it's a nice clean chart. I want to show you something. I'm going to go into replay mode, and I'm going to suggest like an interesting idea. Let's go to replay mode. Here's a cool way to trade. Okay, so this is still like, you know, green. It's green, 663. Yeah, okay. We're still like sort of, you know, 10 basis points. We, you know, these are all continuity trades, right? All good continuity trades in NASDAQ. But now we get into the orange zone, right? The non-tradable zone. And once you get into the orange zone, what you want to do is you want to sell the whites, so 67 down, and buy the purples. As long as it's orange, you're kind of selling the whites buying the purples. So I'm going to sell, see that orange? I'm going to sell the white. So I'm selling the, what is that, 78? And I'm looking to buy back 73. There, and you make bank. The idea here is you can use the dots and the range mechanism in a tight environment to sell the pull away candles. Now, you know, to basically trade discontinuity, right? So like it's still, you know, orange, very discontinuous price action. I'm going to buy this purple. I'm going to buy the 64s, and the target is going to be 69. Boom, 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 and I'm done right over here, right? It's really kind of cool. The orange zone is less than 10 basis points. It's basically telling you that the markets are super, super tight. And the green zone tells you that the range has expanded above our limit. I have a limit of 10 basis points, which is, a basis point is 1/1000th, and a basis point is 1/10,000th, actually. 10 basis points is 1/1000th of the underlying. So 25,000, 10 basis points equals to 25 points. 4,000, 10 basis points equals to 4 points. If the range is 4 points or more, it's green. If the range is 25 points or more, it's green, right? But if it's less, and you get white candles and you get purple candles, you want to be a buyer. You could just do the exact same thing, except in the opposite direction. Yeah, it was a, you know, I didn't think it was going to be a big move, Brooklyn. So you took your shot, and oh, we got to sell in the gold. We have a sell in the gold. 40 seconds left. Let's go to our wealth charts over here. This is my 23rd. Yeah, right here. 34 seconds left. Let's see if this is going to give us a play. $14 seconds left. Big move on the downside in gold here. 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're short gold and we're done. See how fast that was? That was super fast, nice and clean. And that takes us to, I think, a full rotation. The whole day, every single account is net positive, and we go right back to the new rotation. And that's how we just keep accreting. Yeah, that was too fast. Yep. Yeah. Everybody took that trade. Why don't I have a TP on Wealth Charts? I have one. It's built in. It's all built in. Look at me. On Wealth Charts, you put your take profits and your stop loss over here. It's built into the trade. You just don't see it. But everything is all done. It's all prearranged before I do anything on the trade. All right. That was a nice big fast move. Gold is really gold is the trade today, man. Gold is the fun trade. NASDAQ is the boring trade, which is expected. Like the other cool thing is, this is a really cool thing. Because we have the range indicator, we can switch from one instrument to the other and trade the one that's active. Like that's really, really cool, right? Yes, there's a 3-second delay. We always talk about this. YouTube is always going to be delayed. That's why I narrate ahead of time. That's why I'm saying 40 seconds left. If this thing does it, we're going to go short. I'm always narrating ahead of time. So because YouTube is not meant to be a copy trading service. It's a broadcasting service. It's like a delay. Oh, yeah. It's not, there's always a delay, Jerry, just like in television, the signal does not travel instantly. So that's why I'm always narrating. The whole point of the live is for you guys to absorb my setup, use my setup, and trade it yourself on your own timing. I'm just there to kind of guide you into the direction. No problem. No problem. So we're super quiet. Not much to do, honestly. I'm probably going to wrap it up a little bit early today because it's just a dead market. The only market of any interest is gold. Even gold is kind of slowing down a little bit. You see the range is coming back to the moving average, compressing its highs, lows. So we can chill. But what I really like is I really like the idea of okay, if it's a boring market, how do I make lemonade out of lemons? You could totally trade. You can totally trade the compression trade, especially like over here, by buying the pullaways or selling the pullaways within an ultra narrow range, which is really, really cool. Oh, I'm glad you liked it, Peak Wiki or whatever. I can't read the name. I'm glad you guys liked it. Anybody else new in the room? I hope you guys liked the session. We do this every single day except tomorrow morning because tomorrow morning is FOMC, so we're going to do 1:45. Kay's going to join me, so she's going to run you through her ideas. She may even trade FX with you guys, and then of course we're going to get serious and trade once Jerome is talking. So that'll be fun, and we'll definitely have a good time with that. What else? And that's pretty much it. Everybody enjoy. Don't forget Apex, last of the sale. Let me just put the Apex link in here. Please click the link. It's actually 60% off, not 80% off. I just haven't updated the link, but it's $6 for funded accounts, which is really, really cheap. Definitely worth it. Have fun with Jerome. Yes, we're going to have fun with Jerome. Absolutely. Tomorrow. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you guys want coaching, please hit me here, okay? This is the coaching link. As I said, I'll give you free prop accounts as part of joining. So come hang out with us. All right, guys, another great session. Actually, I literally survived without a single loss today. There was one big fuck up, which not a minor one, where I got out early at flat, but everything else was just, win, win, win all across the board, which is like you guys see with the new filters and the new setups, not as many trades, but all of them are higher quality trades, which is the way we should be. So that was great. That was really, really fun. Okay. Is there a new PDF? There is not the one with the range. I'm going to make it today. I'm going to make it today for FOMC because everybody's going to come join us at FOMC. So by tomorrow, I'll have a nice clean explanation of the range and all the setups, the A/B setups. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, guys. Everybody have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.